The scene being recounted is accompanied by a soft piano accompaniment. Kelly wipes her eyes on set while the camera slowly closes in. Having access to television has as many unanticipated moments of surprise, laughter, and joy. But occasionally, something happens that reminds us that the people we see every day are, in fact, human, very much like us. That's what happened when Kelly Ripa, who is usually calm, funny, and positive, broke down in tears on Live with Kelly and Mark. The initial plan did not include that. It happened on its own. The meat wasn't cooked. It really was. The trigger was an emotional update on her husband and co-host, Mark Conwellos. We'll talk about that momentous day, the love and tenacity that preceded it, and the reasons why this story still has millions of fans today. If you stay, what began as sadness becomes something much more powerful. It was simply another typical morning on Live. As they prepared for another round of taunting, Kelly took a seat next to Mark amid the cheers of the audience. But her smile quickly vanished. As the cameras rolled, Kelly placed her hand on the desk, inhaled deeply, and then, her voice cracking, whispered through her feelings. Something has to be revealed about Mark. In the studio, the sound vanished. As they sat at home, several viewers moved closer to their TVs. This was not a television magic show. It was at this point that reality broke. Kelly's words and emotions were free to flow, reminding us all that real life is always waiting behind the flash and glamour of show business. To understand the depth of Kelly's sorrow, you must appreciate her achievements. For over 2 decades, Kelly Ripa has been a fixture on American mornings. Whether it was her early days working with Regs Fillon or her chemistry with Ryan Seacrest, she was always able to connect with people. She evolved into more than just a host over morning coffee. She became a friend, a neighbor, and a storyteller. Mark's participation added not just entertainment value, but also real emotion to the event. Not all of the followers were just watching TV. She was emotionally enriched every day by seeing a marriage, a relationship, and a true love story come to life. It grew closer. While they were both working on All My Children in 1995, they began dating. Kelly had established herself already. Mark was the attractive newbie, and they had a great on-screen connection. Within a year, they eloped in Las Vegas, shocking everyone, even their closest friends. Together, they raised 3 children, formed a family, and endured the Hollywood storm for the next 30 years. The general public has seen parents celebrate life events like anniversaries, send off kids to college, and enjoy amusing radio bloopers. When Kelly talked about Mark's health on live TV, it was more like listening to a friend express sympathy than a news report. Kelly opened up about Mark's unspoken health issues. Her comments painted a picture of restless nights, doctor's appointments, and battles waged behind closed doors, despite the fact that she didn't reveal the details. She admitted that although she had tried to be strong, the weight finally got to be too much. It was during the airing of the show that the facade collapsed. The camera wasn't the reason she was crying. These were given to her partner in every way, the man she had created her life with, the father of her children. It was both tragic and very relatable to the audience. There was a reason why everyone felt this way. There are many surprises when watching live television. Revisions or redos are not permitted. When Kelly's voice failed, she had no backup plan and no second chance. Pure, genuine humanity was before our eyes. A unique surprise for an audience weary of contrived Instagram postings and reality shows. We could identify with Kelly's sobs. The moments when we suddenly broke down because we were caught off guard by unexpected emotions like fear or grief. Her weakness was seen by millions as a reflection of themselves. As Kelly tried to gather herself, Mark reached over and grasped her hand. He said nothing. He didn't try to take anything away from her words. All he did was sit with her in that vulnerable area. More meaning is expressed by his presence than by any number of words. For decades, they have depended on Mark, who is charismatic and strong, as the cornerstone of their collaboration. However, his might was weakened at that same moment. The very act of being there was a strong force. For anyone who has ever experienced a spouse's illness or other trying moment, this brief exchange spoke a lot. As soon as the show aired, social media went into overdrive. Fans flooded Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter with love and support messages. "I've been a Kelly fan for many years," someone wrote. "I was also moved to tears by her collapse. Remember to pray for Mark." Another person remarked, "They have been a part of my mornings for decades. Their situation is similar to me." The group's response was devoid of idle conversation. The attribute in question was empathy. Fans of Kelly Ripa, one of the most beloved daytime TV hosts, are both saddened and concerned by her recent emotional outburst. The gregarious and extroverted Live with Kelly and Mark co-host showed a different side of herself as she broke down in tears while discussing her husband, Mark Consuelos. Viewers were really shocked to witness Ripa in such a raw and vulnerable state, in contrast to her often composed personality. The heartfelt second when the emotional moment occurred, Kelly Ripa and her co-host Mark Consuelos were discussing a recent turning point or occasion in their life. As Kelly began to discuss her spouse, she was overcome with emotion and fought back tears. The subject became more personal as she started talking about her relationship with Mark and the complexities of her family. Ripa, who is usually the picture of professionalism, seemed to cry. Her devoted fans were aware that she was reacting emotionally and could see through her performance. For someone who typically engages in lighter banter and keeps the program cheerful, it was surprising to see Ripa in such a vulnerable position. After talking for a long time about how wonderful their marriage has been for almost 26 years, Ripa and Consuelos started crying. Because of their unwavering love and ability to maintain a beautiful marriage in the face of the demands of their well-known careers, the couple is highly admired by many. Why did Kelly Ripa get so angry? Ripa's comments implied that her relationship with Mark Consuelos had a big impact on her life, even if she didn't say why she was feeling so sad. She brought up the deep love they share as well as everything they've been through together. This offers more proof that her emotional breakdown might have been a response to her deep gratitude for Consuelos's constant assistance over the years. Even while the entire event was heartwarming, Ripa's realization of the sacrifices they had all made for their families was particularly poignant. Despite the challenges of juggling their responsibilities as performers and parents, the pair has managed to keep their relationship strong. It's possible that Ripa couldn't contain her joyous feelings for her husband at the time. Furthermore, Kelly Ripa has never shied away from talking about the difficulties she faces between her personal life, job, and family. Her collapse may have been influenced by her anxiety about these responsibilities and her appreciation for Mark's support. It was an open examination of their real-life hardships, demonstrating to fans that even well-known individuals have flaws. Support from viewers and co-hosts following the emotional outburst. Ripa's co-host, Mark Consuelos, was there to soothe her. Consuelos, who is well known for mocking his wife live, instantly changed the tone of the talk to one of concern and support, demonstrating their connection. Viewers could sense the affectionate connection between the two as he informed Ripa that she wasn't alone. On social media, the audience shared their thoughts after noticing the heated discussion. Many of Kelly's fans have expressed their love and support for her, particularly since she has revealed a side of herself that isn't typically seen on television, her fragility. Some commended her closeness to Mark, their relationship, and their ability to maintain their modesty in the face of fame. The connection between Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa, one of Hollywood's most iconic love stories, is that of Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, who have been married since 1996. They first met on the daytime program All My Children, where they co-starred, and their chemistry was immediately apparent. Their relationship has always been characterized by love, respect for one another, and enjoyment despite the highs and lows of their individual careers. Among other challenges they've faced over the years, they've spent a lot of time apart due to their busy schedules and the obligations of parenting 3 children. Nevertheless, the couple has persevered through the difficulties to become one of the most powerful power couples in the entertainment business. Given that they consistently support one another in both their personal and professional life, it is obvious that they are really in love. Conclusion: unvarnished and sincere emotions on TV. Kelly Ripa's outburst on Live with Kelly and Mark is evidence that celebrities are just like everyone else. They experience love, sadness, and hardships just like everyone else. This was a significant moment of vulnerability for the woman, who had spent decades constructing her public character while maintaining a light and airy disposition. In a world when celebrities are sometimes expected to maintain a perfect image, Kelly Ripa's emotional breakdown on live television was a welcome reminder that it's okay to show your emotions. The love that many Ripa and Consuelo's fans already have for the duo is further cemented by this touching update. It is a moving reminder that love is complex and multifaceted, with both happy and sad times, despite the fact that it is often praised. Kelly Ripa's loyal fanbase will support her no matter what obstacles she encounters in her personal and professional life. Fans know they can count on Kelly and Mark to maintain authenticity and accessibility regardless of the emotion.